talking about player movement, Zach Lavine. I mean, no, this is near and dear to your heart as a Bulls fan. I mean, we all kind of realized they weren't going to do anything in the playoffs. You know, I'm glad you guys made it. But, man, if Zach Lavine leaves Chicago, you guys are in for another drought. And, you know, if I was him, I'd leave.
Where would you go?
I think it's simple. I'll name the teams in a bit, but I think it's simple because why wouldn't he leave the Bulls? Why wouldn't he? All the reasons point towards him leaving.
To where?
You have DeMar DeRozan, who's 32, who just had an outlier season. This isn't the DeMar we've grown accustomed to over the past couple of years.
He's never averaged 27 before?
He hasn't done it in like 4 or 5 years. So this is an outlier season. Everybody around DeMar DeRozan's age, Zach Lavine looks around. Westbrook regressing. Harden regressing. DeMar's probably next. Lonzo Ball can't play a full year. He's going to at least miss half the season. And Vucevic is a free agent after next year. So Zach Lavine's looking like this team really doesn't have a way up. Because of that, let me leave in free agency. And he said, I understand the relationship I've had with AK in the last 5 years here. I hope the city understands how much I care about the Bulls. I'm going into everything open-minded, but knowing how much I've enjoyed my time here. To me, it sounds like he's leaving.
To where?
And then he says, you guys have really had a soft spot in my heart. That's like the dagger. Yeah. You know, when somebody says that to you, like, you know, you've been such a great friend to me. You kind of know the friendship's about to end. Zach Lavine is leaving Chicago. I'm going to say that now.
Where's he going?
And he could take Derrick Jones Jr. with him.
Okay. Why'd you say that?
He can. I mean, he's 24. He's young, too.
You thought we was going to care about
Yeah,
this.
why the hell did you say Derrick Jones Jr.?
He's a good player.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is really an interesting situation because realistically, I'm looking at free agency and there's only 2 teams that make sense in my mind. San Antonio, this is for Zach, San Antonio and Detroit. You know, I look at Detroit, you got Cade, you got Sadiq Bey, you're going to probably have a top 4 pick.
That's good.
You're going to have Cap. Why not bring in a scorer who's still young? And then I look at San Antonio, pair him with DeJounte Murray, the culture they're building over there. But I look at Detroit's situation, and it's like that's probably better than San Antonio because I feel like Cade's probably going to be better than DeJounte Murray down the line. And Dwayne Casey's there. You know, they have Sadiq Bey, who really improved. They're going to be a good team. They have Cap also. But
you don't want to start Killian Hayes?
Oh, God, But I don't think he's leaving. I really don't think so. I think this is his first time as a star evaluating free agency. I don't mind him going around and looking at options, but I think if he wants to compete and still be in a competitive team, I don't see why he would leave. I also don't see why he would leave $50 million on the table. You know, I think if you're signed under clutch, you're all about your money. You're all about getting paid at the highest. So I don't think leaving $50 million on the table makes sense for him.
He can't get a supermax though.
No, but he can get a max.
Okay.
But he can't get the same amount of money from another team as he can from us. That's why. Yeah. We're the only team that can pay him that type of money.
Zach also said that he's willing to take a pay cut to win.
Which is great.
Players,
which is incredible for us if he stays. But I mean, you said DeMar's declining. I don't see that. You know, his game.
No, I didn't say he's declining. I said, how much longer is this going to last?
I mean, his contract's only 2 years left. And I think next year, like with Zach, everything's about him getting healthy. You know, I think he has to get healthy. I think if he stays, you know, we still have a lot of young talent, you know, so I think if he stays, he can see what we built here in the span of 2 years. AK's only been hired for like 2 seasons, and what he did in 2 years, I think he can trust that AK done a great job. He's put the team next to him, and if he doesn't see that here, I don't mind him going to venture out to San Antonio, going to venture out to Detroit, but my gut's saying he's going to stay, and he's going to continue to play for our team.
Now, this is what I want. You told me to give my teams. Teams that have cap space, Pistons, Pacers, OKC. I don't think any of those will happen. The team you're sleeping on is Portland. They have cap space. They can make a run at Zach Lavine.
If he,
Where's he from?
nah, I know he's from there, but it's just like,
Seattle, but
does it make
Norway.
sense?
I'm not saying it makes sense, but I think he probably looks at Portland versus Chicago, and he might say, that's a better situation to win with Dame. I'd rather play with Dame than with DeMar.
So he'd rather go play with another dominant ball handler.
That's better.
That's also aging because you throw up the age
Yeah, but
factor.
Dame-
No.
Dame- His
Keep
game
this.
can age well though.
So can DeMar's.
I'm not saying they can't, but I would much rather bank my money on Dame.
But no. Don't play the favorite card. You said age is a factor. Dame is older than DeMar. Dame is coming off for an abdominal injury.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at the and Anthony Simmons is also Simons. Pardon me, I don't know how to say his name.
Restricted free agent.
Yeah,
Simons,
but he's also there. So this is another guard ascending. Plus they have a draft pick.
But Simons is not a 2. He's a 1.
So where's Dame?
Dame is gonna start.
So where's Zach gonna start? You're gonna put
start.
Zach at the 3.
No, you put Zach. Simons comes off the bench.
Oh, so Simons, who's just been productive at
Yes,
starting,
he can
put
come
on
off the bench. Or they can trade him for a primetime player if they want to go all in and win. I mean, right now, I think they're Dame, Lavine, and Josh Hart sounds really good.
Sounds okay.
I think those first 3, they need to figure out that front court. But all I'm saying, if I'm Zach, Portland is an intriguing situation. And then these are some other ones. Dallas is an option. They would have to sign and trade for Zach, though. I'm not sure how that work. Atlanta's an option. What would you think about this sign and trade? Because it would have to be a sign and trade. Zach Lavine for John Collins and Bogdan Bogdanovic and a pick.
Bro, are you serious? John Collins, he solves you.
I'm just asking you. What do you think?
You got to be trolling.
No, I'm just that matches the salary.
But you're gonna send this John. So you want us to play John Collins and Vooch?
I mean, your lineup would be Lonzo, Bogdanovic, DeRozan, Collins, and Vooch. That doesn't sound awful. Or Zach can leave for nothing.
Well, he won't go to Atlanta.
He won't go to Atlanta, but he can definitely leave for nothing. Would you rather have him leave for nothing or
get nothing?
Get John Collins in return and
get nothing.
John Collins is not nothing,
bro. Come on, that's a 3-year. That's a guy who's on like a 3-year contract who doesn't fix anything.
He's a good defender. He can space the floor.
You got to be trolling with that trade. Ain't no way you serious with that trade. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't accept that. If we're gonna sign and trade, it have to be something good.
Well, he's not
Lakers.
restricted free agent, so you're not accepting it.
No, like I'm saying like when he's talking about like Atlanta, if Atlanta wants, if Zach comes out and says, "Oh, I want to go to Dallas," then obviously it would have to be a sign and trade. The Lakers, I'm not acknowledging.
Westbrook sign and trade.
Oh my God,
what would you do if you get Westbrook?
I'd probably not be a Bulls fan.
You serious?
I'm dead serious.
Okay. So the realistic situations, in my opinion, are Portland. I like San Antonio. I think is a good fit too. I think San Antonio makes a lot of sense. Portland, San Antonio, and Atlanta.
Yeah,
I think those 3 teams are teams that I think they're all in a better position going forward than Chicago.
Atlanta?
Trae Young, yes, absolutely.
With that roster?
With Zach on it, Trae Young, Zach, and Capella?
No, I'm saying if Zach is looking at both of our situations, he's thinking Atlanta's in a better spot than us.
Because of Trae, yes.
They're younger.
Are they?
Much younger, yeah. I mean, their core. Onyeka Okongwu, I mean, I think
Onyeka's
Clint Capella.
great,
I think Clint Capella's game.
I just feel like they have a lot of guys under big contracts. That's why I say they're not like in a better, like Danielo's getting paid 20. Then you got Bogdan or Bogey, he's getting paid 18.
He's a free agent after next year though.
Expiring.
Yeah. Next year. Sheesh. Clint, you got to move Clint.
Maybe you can get Bogdanovic, Collins, and
they're about to pay DeAndre Hunter about 12 to 15 mil. So there's that money.
That's his price range, though.
Yeah, that's more money coming in.
I mean, Trae Young, Zach Lavine, DeAndre Hunter, Onyeka, whoever the 4 is. That sounds like a better team than what you guys would have going forward.
Lonzo, Zach
who plays half the year.
And DeAndre Hunter is not exactly the most durable player in the NBA.
Your bias is showing.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
DeAndre Hunter has missed back. He got hurt last year, and the year before he barely played.
Okay, I know what you're saying. But
no, you're not.
No, I am. But I think
wasn't Clint hurt the year before?
I think Atlanta's a better situation now.
Just because of Trae.
Yes,
they have the star.
That's what they need.
Their coaches.
Atlanta needs a second star next to Trae. You saw it in these playoffs
Easily.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what they need.
But you think he's ultimately staying in Chicago?
Yeah.
You have that faith?
Yeah. I mean, look at the teams you're naming. I don't think like anything was groundbreaking for me to like if he's like no sign and trade makes sense. Like in my opinion, no sign and trade makes sense. Like if he's gonna go, he's probably gonna just walk away. And the teams you named that like Portland, I guess because of Dame, Josh Hart, they're gonna have to bring him back. So that's a good one. They got Simons on restricted, so that's good too. Nurkic they're gonna have to bring back. So they got a lot of guys. They got a few guys they gotta bring back. But all in all, I like Chauncey Billups in that situation. So that's cool. I didn't even think of Portland. And San Antonio, I think is a good spot too. My sleeper was Detroit, but I like all them signing trades. I don't think Dallas has anything to give us to get Zach.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And I think Atlanta maybe, but it would have to be like the right type of movements for us to say yeah, because they have a lot of guys on big contracts too. So it's like it's tough.
You don't think a Jalen Brunson sign and trade, like they could probably make that work one way or another with Jalen, and then you throw in one of Josh Green.
We have 4 guards.
I mean, he's a wing.
Jalen Brunson's not a wing.
What about Josh Green?
No, I'm saying we have 4 guards. We're bringing in the 5th one. I don't know. Like it's like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know.
I think Dallas doesn't make sense here in a sign and trade. Just the players just don't make sense unless you're getting back
Dinwiddie and
Tim Hardaway Jr. Somebody else.
No, I think he stays. I mean, if he leaves,
I think Zach Lavine with Dallas though is the most intriguing spot.
Yeah,
but they don't have anything to offer up. That's the biggest problem. That's the biggest barrier in this type of deal. Listen, I love Zach.
No, you don't.
I love seeing you hopeful this year. Your team was finally back on the map, and it was nice. I love seeing it.
I'm mellow about it.
Mm-hmm. I love seeing it, but I told you it wasn't gonna last long. I think it's over this offseason.
I mean, when he signs, I'm not gonna rub it in your face. I'm not gonna be mean about it. I'm just gonna say.
So what happens when he comes to the Knicks?
Nobody's going there, bro. I'm sorry. Like nobody.
What happens when we sign and trade you Julius Randle?
Julius Randle?
He's going to Portland. That's what we'll send him.
You think Zach Lavine?
No, Julius Randle. If he's getting traded anywhere and the Blazers are desperate, Joe Cronin, I can definitely see him trading for Julius.
I actually think if I were betting, I'd pick Zach Lavine to go to Portland. If I were betting. They have the cap space. He's from Seattle. He's from the area. Playing with Dame, I think, is more intriguing than staying with DeMar DeRozan. And they also have young pieces there where they can either flip for more established players, and they're going to have a top draft pick in this year's draft. Yeah. So imagine having a team with Dame, Lavine, Josh Hart, Boncaro, with a Nurkic. What if they sign and trade Anthony Simons to Detroit and they get Jeremy Grant?
I doubt it happens, but it makes sense.
What if Zach wants to play in a nice weather city? He's playing in Minnesota for 5 years. Or 3? Well, yeah, it's 3 years, and then Chicago for 5 years.
He's living in a mansion. I don't think it matters.
I don't know. He grew up in the Pacific Northwest. Like, maybe you'd want to live.
He's from L.A. Like, he lives in L.A. currently.
Okay.
He lives in L.A. currently.
During the season, I don't know. Just a thought.
Yeah, he lives in L.A. currently, so that's why the Lakers rumors swirled up. But I doubt that.
He said one time in 2020, he said in an interview, "I would love to play for the Lakers." That's what it surfaced up. We were garbage at that time. So you know how they do it. They try to spin it like, oh, Lakers trade. They have nothing, literally nothing to give us.
THT and Westbrook?
They keep trying to throw that package. That's like $57 million right there. THT and Westbrook.
That would definitely revive the Lakers again, though.
Oh, yeah, undoubtedly.
With LeBron, Lavine, and AD.
Just got to pick up guys not named Trevor Ariza. They'll be okay.
Yeah, some young wing defenders.
Danny Green.